That was a big sigh. What's wrong, man?
Oh, man. It's just, nothing happened this week. And, what are we going to talk about? I mean, Cobra FPS died, but none of them give a shit.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that guy.
Oh, man. This is
just a light news week.
Fuck. This show's been on for 3 years. We do the news, and we don't have any news, and I'm losing my mind.
Oh God.
No.
Doug, are you okay? Doug. Just remember, man, I mean, the news can't hurt you. It's not real, man. Don't worry about it.
Problem. Wait. Not real. It's all fake and gay. You're right.
Doctor, let's talk about Will Stancil this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Insert Name Here. It's a podcast about nothing for nobody. If you take it seriously, you're redacted. Yeah, let's start the show. Hey.
What's up?
Hello and welcome to Insert Name Here. It's a podcast about nothing for nobody. If you take it seriously, you're redacted. I'm your co-host, Doug Bennett.
And I'm your other co-host, Seth Nacho, and welcome to this another wonderful day in the life recording of two guys talking.
Indeed.
We be yapping, as the kids say.
Get ready with me as I prepare to chronicle world events with my best bud.
Get ready with me this morning, you know? My morning routine of I wake up at 5 every day, go on a 5-hour run, then I come home and meditate, then I do yoga, and then I work for about an hour, and then I have a beautiful lunch with my hot supermodel girlfriend.
That's a day in the life video, which is, similar trend yet distinct.
Yeah, this is supposed to be my
Get ready with me. I'm beating face. I'm having my coffee. I'm spilling tea while making some, brewing some, perhaps even as well.
That's supposed to be my alpha,
You're doing the Ashton Hall thing. That's a day in the lifestyle video.
Yeah.
Get ready with it. Completely different. At least that's what the IG girlies tell me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not in the reels. I don't know what that's like.
I've not been on Instagram since probably 2021. And the only thing I was doing on there was following adult models.
You actually were an Instagram OG though.
Yeah, back when it was cool and still about pictures. And
Didn't you start Selfie Sunday?
I was the progenitor of that. Yeah, definitely came up with that all by myself.
You did?
Also came up with Women Crush Wednesday.
Yeah, and Man Crush Monday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of men you like.
That one I think was my seminal work, pun intended. But... gotta have
Throwback Thursday? Doug was on top of all of those.
Instagram used to fucking rule, but it's whatever now. You let too many girls use anything, it gets ruined. But a meta product that I did use, I re-downloaded Facebook this morning. Nothing symbolizes stuck culture more than Facebook.
I thought you were going to say Threads, but okay. Facebook,
I broke my Facebook fast after, I think, 3 years. Nothing new is happening on there. Everything is still the same. All the people are still the same.
Just those AI posts now.
Well,
of Jesus pictures, and it's amen, amen, amen all in the comments.
I saw a great slop.
And then dudes hitting on women in the comments.
There was a great slop post of this guy who was half old school leather biker, half motorcycle, just blown to smithereens on the interstate, and a toddler in a princess dress was holding on to him, and they're like, the paramedics couldn't pull the girl in the princess dress away from the biker after what he did. And I'm sure there was a whole 7 paragraphs attached to it, some kind of boomer bait sob story.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is retarded. This sucks so bad.
You didn't want to hear about what the biker did for that little princess girl?
Yeah. And I mean, it's cool. I will give Facebook this. They now have a friends feed where you can just see posts from real people. And that was a positive development. I was like, okay, you're doing something there. But it's not enough to get me to come back full time. That's just for Facebook. It's just for when you're too hungover to jerk it.
Okay, I don't know about that one, but it's like slop. It's literally slop.
It's like, I need to put something in my eyes and I can't decide. Give me something.
It's like the Netflix of social media.
Pretty much.
Just scroll forever because you're just like, I don't know what I'm going to watch.
It's the fucking Tubi of social media.
Oh,
it's free
man.
on Pluto. Download it on Bringus. 1 month free trial of Bringus with code VORPAL.
Okay. What the John Chungus recommends Facebook.
Man.
You know John Chungus?
Oh yeah, he's one of the best TikTokers out there. He's one of the best in the game. He says some wild shit.
Okay. I only see him. He was clip farming. I saw him clip farming. He was just basically making reaction faces for people's thumbnails.
Well. You know what? Fucking, let's get this out of the way early, because I'm dying to hear it. What is this week's big question?
Since when do you get to tell me when I have to when I get to ask you I'm just kidding.
Well, if we want to get into this, I'm not telling or demanding anything. I'm simply asking. Was it a crime to ask? What's the crime? Enjoying a meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
A succulent Chinese meal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to get on your knees to ask for this, please.
Hell no.
You want it so early. Okay, well, here's your question, buddy.
Okay.
What's an old commercial that you can't get out of your brain?
I mean, the easy answer here is Berries and Cream, which I believe was a Starburst commercial.
Really? That's the one you can't get out of your brain?
Yeah, but that's very pedestrian. A lot of people would say that. For me, I mean, I still, like, apropos of nothing, I'll randomly get Yo Quiero Taco Bell, that little chihuahua, that little dog.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Not the little Quizno guys?
We got these shows. Dan Quizno Sop, they are good for us.
I think that commercial got them, like, destroyed. Like,
Yeah, that was clearly their downfall. They needed a little more time in the lab. Fun fact, Labubu is the fully finished version of those monstrosities.
wonderful.
That one needed more time in the oven.
Mine is freecreditreport.com. So I was shopping
on my TV.
So I was shopping,
but was too lazy.
Well, hold on. I was shopping for a new car. Which one's me? A cool convertible or an SUV?
I didn't know that my credit was whacked.
So now I'm driving out the lot in a used subcompact. So good.
Absolutely. They had a lot of solid ones. That one was nice. The one about working at fucking
The pirate themed
Joe's Crab
restaurant.
Shack.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Long John Silver's.
I went with that. That one was the first on my tongue, and I was like, "But that's a drive-through ass place."
Yeah, but there was I saw a TikTok where a guy was like, when your friend suggests all the worst, like places to go to eat. The guy's like, oh, Chick-fil-A or this, and he's like, Long John Silver's, and they start saying some other things. He's like, Arby's. Arby's not actually that bad. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not doing Arby's slander.
I'll say I don't understand the hate there, but
interestingly enough, Arby's is going to come up later in today's episode.
Foreshadowing. But yeah, freecreditreport.com, they had a lot of bangers. And and just like, that's the one I always go back to.
Yeah.
That and J.G. Wentworth. But that's just the jingle.
I mean, those commercials were good too. Like, they were full productions, like opera people in buses, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. I feel like they don't do good commercials anymore. The last time I went years without seeing a good commercial until I happened to be at the movie theater the other day, and one of the pre-rolls was just like you couldn't tell what it was for until the very end. It's just a girl making soup, a woman making soup. It kicked so much ass. I was like, this is a good commercial.
Yeah, they don't make good commercials. They don't make good movies anymore, dude.
I disagree.
I feel like most movies nowadays, I just forget about them like right after. There's some that are still good. Don't get me wrong, but like a lot of the movies that come out today are kind of slop. They go in your ear and they go out the other, and you forget about them.
I mean, and a lot of them, I feel like they hardly qualify as movies. Like, if you're not actually shooting something with a camera, and that's the majority of the content, and the majority of your shit CGI, it's something else. It's definitely not a movie. It might be moving pictures on a screen for 90 minutes, but it's not film. It's not cinema. Not the case with what I happen to go see, might I add. Weapons is going to be one of the standout films of the year, an actual movie. Shouts out to Zach Kreger.
I doubt
Hashtag, he got me pregnant.
I doubt it's going to win an Oscar, but it was definitely good. Yeah. Definitely memorable to some degree, for sure, from the way the story was told.
I mean, the Oscar, they do give out genre awards, don't they?
I don't remember.
I know for a fact that they give out awards based on, like, effects, which I feel
they
like
do that.
The practical effects in that film could get a nod. Unfortunately...
I mean, I know there's a foreign film and, like, an animated film. I don't know if there's, like a horror film, basically, one or something. I don't think there is.
Dang ol'. Yeah, no, probably... I mean, Eddington is going to be so far out of this year. That's going to get the most nods, I think.
We'll see. Usually all the Oscar bait comes out in like December or January.
Yeah, I won't see it until it's on streaming. But to loop you in, talking about this movie like you know what it is, you probably don't. Eddington, it's basically a story about the early days of the COVID pandemic. So like, it's super relevant. Apparently the commentary on it is like not skewed either way. It's just an honest portrayal of like how fucking crazy everybody was going. The only thing that
very cool.
Only thing that could possibly bring it down, it's more Pedro Pascal slop. I'm tired of that guy's face. Get him, take a vacation, Pedro.
He's like femininity's like perfect masculine.
Yeah.
Like
he's a fucking creep, dude.
Because he's not like the real masculine archetype is not Pedro Pascal.
No, he weaponizes his anxiety. He'd use it as an excuse to get handsy with his female coworkers.
Ugh.
Yeah, all over the press tour for Fantastic Four, he was just like really borderline heavy petting Vanessa Kirby. And shame on her too, by the way, because she was into it and she's pregnant with her husband's child. So, not a fan of Pedro Pascal. He's a gross man. I'm laying allegations on him.
You know what was a good movie romance that came out of like from the movie like on set, the romance? Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson from Naked Gun. I support that. Good for them.
Hey, you know, they're fucking age matched.
Sure, but also like, you know, like
they're also looks matched.
If they like each other, then let them like each other, you know? What's wrong with that? Then neither of them were like in a other relationship, I don't think. So
liking each other has nothing to do with a relationship.
No, I mean like okay, well
it's all about is there a proper power balance and there can't be too much of an age gap. It's like you've never paid attention to any dating discourse online.
You know what? You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
Preferably they don't like each other, so there's not an emotional imbalance.
Right, yeah. They need to be aloof and be emotionally distant. They just need to be the right age gap. That's all. How dare you? Hey, no one around here is I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to Slavoj Žižek's ideal relationship. He describes it in a thought exercise of what really would be most ideal is if I bring a fleshlight and you bring a vibrator and we just jam those into each other and let them do the fucking and then we can just have a conversation. Just, you know, really outsource all the human elements of a relationship and then just do some gay bullshit instead.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, people talk about Slavoj like he's like some kind of genius, but then he comes up with ideas like that, and I'm just like, why are we taking you seriously, Žižek? Nope.
That is wild, dude. Like, just take the human aspect out of the relationship.
Yeah.
This is just a business transaction. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, treating things as just business and ignoring the human element is like it wouldn't be good in that case, and it's rapidly proving to not be good in any case.
So it feels very corporate.
Yeah, there's a couple of instances that happened this week where treating the world like a spreadsheet caused massive problems. One of them, you remember last year we talked about the Francis Scott Key Bridge? Somebody drove a boat into it.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I remember that.
It happened again.
That affected. I think it was in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
That affected a lot of people's like shipping businesses. So wait, what happened this time?
Yeah.
Same bridge.
Same bridge. A cargo ship blew up right next to it again. I don't think it caused as many transit issues this time, but same bridge, same body of water, same company, same company. And
Fool me once, shame on me.
you know, and yet again, it was again an H-1B captain. It's just your classic Indian move.
Well, at least it wasn't a Filipino, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's the people that get attacked by Somalis, right? Or the Houthis. The Filipino captains just driving their boats through that area. Oh man, but yeah, that is crazy. That the same bridge again a year later. The same thing.
Yeah.
Do we not learn, people?
We clearly don't, obviously.
And who let an Indian pilot a boat? I don't understand. That's like a landlocked nation. It's not, but
it might as well be. They're intellectually landlocked, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, how many Indians have you heard of going to sea? I don't know. I guess the India Tea Trading Company. But those were white guys.
Britain.
Yeah, those were white guys, the Dutch and stuff.
They'd never seen a boat until the 1500s.
They probably had fishing boats.
They're too busy organizing everybody in their country by skin color.
By who was born where, what, who were your parents.
Yeah.
Guys, the caste system is wrong. I'm taking a firm stance right now.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Yeah. Official stance of the pod, bad news.
It's not good to organize people like that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while we're bagging on Indians,
Lovely stuff.
they've been causing a lot of trucking accidents in this country. And the most egregious of which happened this week in Florida, where some guy who can't speak or read English got fraudulently certified in California, and then he goes ahead and he takes an illegal U-turn in Florida, just killing 3 people, zero remorse, zero reaction to it. It's just,
Probably because it happens all the time in India.
oh yeah, and to say some real stuff about it, driving culture in India, fucking insane.
They just run over people and don't care.
It's bumper to bumper. You're gonna do everything you can in the most selfish way possible, because why wouldn't you? And
then so this guy ran over. He crashed into people. Is that what happened?
Yeah, just
That's terrible.
straight up full on one illegal U-turn, which you would know if you knew how to read the fucking language of the country.
Yeah, I think you need to. I mean, I hate to say it, but you need English. You need to be able to read English to drive in this country. How else are you going to read the signs?
Bare minimum.
It's like when you go to Canada, you have to have French and English. Here, you have to have English because otherwise, how are you going to fucking follow the rules?
Yeah.
I guess the numbers are numbers, but
So you would hope at minimum there's that, but then didn't actually pass his certification, and the company sent him out. The company he worked for sent him out anyway.
Right, you need a certain license to drive a big truck.
Yeah, you actually, it's really important, turns out, because otherwise people literally die. But you know what? It's cheaper than hiring an American, supposedly. Fucking every day we see more and more that capitalism, huge mistake. Everything needs to be owned by the state, and the state needs to be owned by one guy, and it needs to be passed down by bloodline.
This sounds almost communist, but then you turned it into a monarchy.
Yeah, the way it should be. So, I mean,
You want to go back to serfs, dude? You want to go back to feudalism?
We did get some action on that out of the White House. They're halting all visa applications for transit workers. And so that's a start. And then, Marco Rubio, our beloved Secretary of State, he also put out a memorandum this week saying that literally all 55 million visas are up for review and potential deportation. Which, again, is a start.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Huge in a lot of ways. People are going to be really upset.
Yeah. So what? Oh, it's suddenly a crime to want your country to be your country.
Yeah, but it's like, oh no, my cheap labor, no. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be upset about that.
Oh no, my slaves.
If I owned like a company and I had like cheap labor from like foreign countries, I'd be like, no, now I have to pay more.
I mean, it bears repeating every time we touch on this topic. Cheap labor is just a euphemism for slavery. I'd never in my life growing up, learning the things I learned about history, thought this many people would put it all on the line and act like they deserve to own slaves.
Like, maybe we're going to have another civil war for the H-1Bs.
We've never really had a civil war. Which, the great transition out of this, you're an intellectual guy, you might appreciate this angle on the topic. Technically, what we call the Civil War in the United States, not a civil war. It was a war between two countries. One of those countries lost and was subsumed by the victorious country.
I guess when you put it that way, you could say that.
A proper civil war would have to happen entirely internally. I just thought that's you don't see a lot of people point that out.
That's a food for thought with Doug Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, it's just literally true. It's like, damn, we just call it a civil war because for what? Because that's the propaganda.
It was two brothers, arm in arm, one wore black and the other gray, all on a beautiful morning. Pretty sure that's from a Disney ride.
Which ride would that be from?
I think the one that's at Epcot.
That's a lot. There's like a lot of rides at Epcot.
It's like the history of the world or something.
Okay, there we go.
It's like in the dome. It's like in the big ball.
Oh man, the fucking Buckminster Fuller sphere.
Don't at me on what it's called, bro. It's not where the good food is, I'll say that.
Dude. Speaking of good food, you know where good food also is not?
Where's
Apparently
that?
Walmart, dude.
What? Oh, the radioactive shrimp?
Yeah, man. That's great. How do you figure out that shrimps is radioactive?
How are shrimp radioactive in the first place?
Like, are you running around with a Geiger counter?
There's no way. Like, were they actually radioactive?
Yeah. I mean, supposedly, that was the headline, right?
Yeah.
But you really got a kick. What really I got a kick out of with that story is like all these food stories. It's like I knew something was wrong immediately. The shrimp had a subtle glow to it, like it was on The Simpsons. Anyway, after eating all of it, like,
I fed it to my kids, you know?
it's because these people are always like, yeah, I knew something was wrong. After a delicious meal of it.
After a delicious shrimp scampi.
It's like, what are we coming to, man? What is this? What's going on here?
Well, if you're sus, just get rid of it.
Dude, I thought RFKJ was gonna Maha. This is not Maha. So far, all we've gotten out of Maha is just Steak and Shake does tallow.
Beef tallow, yeah. And is that good? I don't know.
I mean, I've had the beef tallow fries. Not
No, I mean,
Steak
I've
and
had
Shake
them.
before. Like, they're notably better. They're like this. There's a distinct difference. It gets crispier. It's much fattier. It's silkier.
Maybe that's your interpretation. Of me, they were the same. But it's like, I don't think it really matters. You just shouldn't be eating fast food that much.
Yeah.
Raptor pro tip, if you want to stay healthy, maybe don't eat so much junk food.
Yo.
Maybe it's not the seed oil. Maybe it's just the fact you're eating fucking McDonald's fries for every meal.
Entirely unreasonable.
Oh, my bad.
It's like you don't even know what country you're in.
Maybe don't overconsume.
If
What
I-
are you talking about?
If I wasn't supposed to eat fast food for every meal, McDonald's would not serve breakfast. Okay? They did a whole movie about how it's entirely possible to eat McDonald's for every meal.
You see what happened to that guy?
You know, I mean, what you didn't see in that documentary, I don't know if we ever talked about this on the show. In fact, I don't even know if you're aware of it. But another thing that bears repeating anytime Morgan Spurlock comes up, which, rest in peace, I'm not going to denigrate you too hard here. You know what was happening concurrently with the Super Size Me experiment? He was in the middle of being a raging alcoholic. So all the fucking the weight gain, the throwing up, the fucking other medical problems that he claimed was being caused by the McDonald's was just because he was putting back like 2 handles of vodka a day off camera.
He needed some freaking Ozempic, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Nowadays we got the shot for that.
It was like it's like one of the least scientific things anybody has ever done. I'm gonna study what happens to me if I eat McDonald's at every meal. Ignore the fact that I'm consuming an insane amount of vodka.
I mean, have you seen the Whitest Kids You Know version of that?
No, I don't think I have.
Instead of Super Size Me, the guy just drinks whiskey for every meal.
I've done that diet. I fucking lost 70 pounds on that diet.
I'm hitting my macros, dude.
Dude, on the topic of fast food, you brought up Arby's. Well, Arby's was part of a pretty large deposition happening between Laura Loomer and Bill Maher. Now, I know you know who Bill Maher is.
I do.
Laura Loomer, for the uninitiated, is one of these independent pundits. She tried heavily to attach herself to like the Trump camp, and is so much of a freak and a loser that even the Trump camp kicked her out.
Damn.
You know, too much to deal with, too many allegations.
When MAGA kicks you out, you know you fucked up.
Yeah, she's a little sussy baka. One of my favorite things about her.
I have not heard that term in a long time.
One of my favorite things about her is
you smell like a baka.
one of the advertisements that she does on her online show is for a dog food brand, and to show how good and clean and awesome the dog food is, she eats it on camera.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was like hoping you weren't gonna say that. She eats dog food.
Yeah, Laura Loomer absolutely was her dog food eater.
Just insane nut job is what that sounds like.
Clout chaser. And one of the ways that you chase clout is you say insane things about people.
I guess it's better than her fucking the dog, but
I mean,
is she white?
she is. Well, debatable. It's debatable on whether or not she's white.
Okay, because like
We're gonna leave that one there.
things could get worse.
Yeah.
She could be fucking the dog.
We're gonna save some of the racial stuff for later on in the episode.
Like eating the dog food's crazy.
So one of the people that
I don't like that you said that. Like what?
What?
We already talked about Indians.
that was just the warm up.
We're just getting started. Go ahead, sorry.
Anyway,
How'd she get in trouble with Bill Maher?
so I don't know the story there because that wasn't the interesting part. But she's being held to account for things that she said about people. One of those people that she went after is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
Magic the Gathering.
she's cast aspersions upon the lady's flower, so to speak. And I just want to read to you some of this questioning that she's getting.
I think I know where you're getting with the Arby's metaphor now.
Yeah. So here's some of the questioning. I'm just going to read out the transcript.
How old is MTG?
I mean, gotta be 40s, maybe.
40s?
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, she's either solidly in her 40s or a really good-looking 50s. I mean,
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, so let's see. All right, so they're questioning Laura Loomer, and they go, "Can you explain to me what it means to say to her that the Arby's in her pants?" Well, Arby's, objection, relevancy. Answer the question. Arby's sells roast beef. Right. Can you tell me what? Why were you talking about the Arby's in her pants? It's just an expression. What is the expression trying to convey? It conveys the reason why she got a divorce, by her own admission. Because she had roast beef in her pants? Yes. She'd put roast beef in her pants, so that's what you're trying to say there? You're literally...
When you litigate the Arby's roast beef metaphor, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and it goes on like that for pages. They really... Like,
She didn't just want to outright say it because it's so rude.
and there's only one thing it means, so...
She's saying that her flaps look like roast beef.
At a certain
An
amount
Arby's
of...
sandwich. We all know what that means,
Yeah.
but it's like insane to say that.
Just...
In a court of law?
Yeah. To refuse to admit that at a certain point almost does become perjury.
Yeah, saying that she put Arby's roast beef into her pants is insane.
Arguing that she's literally walking around with a beef and cheddar next to the phone and the wallet.
Bitch has Arby's sauce on her pussy. Like, what the... Yo, I'm using horsey sauce as lube tonight, guys.
So, just a remarkable thing to have happen in a fucking serious place like a court of law. Just a grade school pussy slander getting litigated. Very funny stuff.
That is actually really funny. Wow.
Ba-dum-bum.
When your major labia looks. What is it, labia majora? Yeah. Just, man, we can't help it. We get older, man. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that caused her divorce, dude? I doubt that was the reason for her divorce. It's probably because she said there's Jewish space lasers, and her husband was like, okay, I need to leave you.
Gang on, can't be talking about the dues. The dues aren't real.
It's looking more and more real every day. But even still, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think she spews so much nonsense. That's probably why she got a divorce. I doubt it has to do with any sort of Arby's metaphor.
Yeah.
Or literal Arby's.
Yeah, I mean, not to drag stuff up on MTG, but like the thing that definitely probably would have caused her divorce, in my awareness, is the fact that she did have an affair with her CrossFit trainer.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll fucking do it.
Adultery is pretty solid grounds to dissolve a union.
For sure. That's ungodly.
Yeah. It is a shame though that she wasted all that time talking about like weather machines and direct energy weapons, because like this past election cycle she's like completely sobered up. Not that she was a notable druggie or anything, but like she's been like really serious this election.
You mean her thoughts are more clear and like they make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, she burned her reputation at the start. People know her for what you said.
Yes, and people believe that stuff too.
Yeah.
And I mean, there is some evidence of it. Like I've seen like where people have said there are machines that can do something with the weather.
Oh well, they've been able to influence specifically rainfall since at least the 70s. Now it's just much easier, much more defined. It's called cloud seeding. Basically, if you go up there and you drop a bunch of silver iodide into the cloud, it causes rapid accumulation of moisture. So if you want it to rain somewhere, it does rely on there being somewhat of clouds already. But as long as there's clouds in the area, you can make those clouds fucking rain. I don't know what the quality of that rain would be, but
Who knows?
you remember a month or two back when there was those floods in Texas, and unfortunately all those children, a lot of them are still missing. They haven't even done body recovery.
I didn't hear about that, but yeah, I do remember the floods.
3 days before those floods, they went cloud seeding in there, a new startup for this technology, and and the most guiltiest press release ever. You're like, yes, we did go cloud seed there, but no, the floods are not our fault. It's like, well, brother, it don't flood if it don't rain. And if you're saying that you made it rain, it kind of is your fault.
That is your fault.
So, yeah, other kinds of weather, you know, I don't know what else you would even do to control that.
Like,
but
yeah, like how are you going to stop a hurricane from forming? I don't know.
You can't.
But anyway, yeah, the some of the stuff she said has like a little bit of truth to it. Like these direct energy weapons, some people really think they're real. And like the evidence of the California wildfires from back in the day, this is like going back to 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it, right? Because like the houses didn't get hit, or the houses did get hit, but some of these other things didn't. It's like, why'd that happen? But it's like, come on, man. Do you really think there's a space laser doing this? Like, how does a laser even start a fire?
I mean, pretty.
Just light.
Pretty. Well, okay.
You need a really high powerful one that makes plasma.
You can start a fire with the sun if you concentrate it in the correct way, like using lenses and stuff.
What are you, crazy? You can't do that.
It's like probably the least crazy thing I've said in a couple months.
You can't even do that. What are you talking about? You talking about ants, bro?
Yeah. But no, there are and so direct, like Jewish space lasers, which is the meme. Obviously, we're not there yet, but there are some pretty cool and effective laser weapons that have been developed, and right now they're really only for shooting down drones.
Yeah, it's just optical shit.
But yeah, no, I'm talking about it zaps shit. They're fucking. Some kids grew up loving Star Trek so much they're like, I'm gonna make a fucking phaser, and you know, it's not nearly battlefield ready, but it's proven in tests.
Set laser to stun.
Yeah, man. So it's the problem with like so much conspiratorial thinking is that like there's always the seed of truth in it, and it's just if you let yourself go too far afield, that's when you start getting really wacky. But you know, you have to discredit things that are too out of pocket, but that doesn't mean the kernel of truth isn't still there as well. It's a tough line to balance, and as ignorant as some of these theories are, it's equally ignorant to discard the truth in them just because of the craziness.
Right.
You know, what's also equally ignorant to discard is African philosophy. I don't know what's in this video. All I know is that Charlie Kirk shared it and said that he learned a lot. And so we're going to watch some of it and then discuss it.
Okay.
And,
here we go, guys. We got a great clip that
it's all audio,
African
it's all
philosophy.
audio based, so you'll be able to follow along at home.
What if I told you that for many African societies, the concept of the future doesn't exist, and that instead of time moving forwards, time actually moves backwards? This was the work of John Mbiti, one of Kenya's and Africa's greatest philosophers, and in 1969, he wrote something that completely reimagines the way we think of African time. Mbiti says time is a two-dimensional phenomenon with a long past, vibrant present, and virtually no future. Using Swahili words, he describes the two dimensions of time. The first one being sasa, the now, the recent past, and the immediate future which can be experienced. The second dimension is zamani. Zamani is the vast, endless past where all events eventually go on to live forever. But the future, in African thought, it barely exists because time is made up of events. Time has to be experienced in order to be real. So because we can't conceptualize events tied to the distant future because they haven't been experienced yet, then therefore the future cannot constitute part of time. And this is why, according to Mbiti, African languages, at least the East African Bantu languages that he studied, don't have a word to describe the distant future. In African time, according to Mbiti, events create time. Seasons, ceremonies, a conversation, those moments produce time, and people produce as much time as they need. An example that Mbiti uses from the communities that he studied is that a year is measured based on 4 seasons, 2 dry seasons, 2 wet seasons. So a year is only over when those 4 seasons have taken place. So a year could take 365 days, 390 days. It doesn't matter the number of days in a year. What matters is that the 4 seasons have taken place. And this is in contrast to the Western view towards time, where time is a commodity, something that can be spent, saved, wasted, or lost. And according to Mbiti, this is why if foreigners come to Africa and they see people sitting under a tree, they would remark that, okay, why are these people wasting so much time? But in African thought, that sitting under a tree is not wasting time, it's either waiting for time or producing time. For me, I think this Western idea of time as a commodity is what drives this Western obsession of progress, development, and some promised future. And this difference shapes everything from politics, economics, to how we live our daily lives. Because in African thought, the golden age isn't in the future, it's actually in the zaman. According to Mbiti, the future is only a shadow until it comes to the present, and then it flows into the zamani. So in that way, time moves backwards. We are not the ones who move forward into time. So, of course, Mbiti wrote this from a theological point of view because he was trying to explain the nature of African religion. But my main takeaway from the parts of the book that I've read is that unlike Western cultures and religions with end-of-the-world myths, African time has no end. Seasons, years, birth, marriage, death, it's all a cycle. Asante kwa kutazama, tafakari hayo, and I'll see you in the next video.
Okay.
Wow, dude.
I've never felt the phrase time is a concept more than that. Like, now I'm like, okay, time is a concept. But, like, holy, what the hell?
I have a headache now.
I kind of agree with her that the future events go immediately to the past thing, right? That she said right at the end. Like, you don't know you're in a golden age until it happens, you know? But, like, I mean, still, you don't produce time. That makes no sense.
No. And
Time just goes on.
it's... I don't think I even agree that future events transition into the past. Like...
I mean, when an event happens, it goes into the past.
Obviously something happened and then it's over, but, like, positionally in time, that's always when that thing was. Like, things don't move in time. Things are static in time. And if anything changes, it is the perceiver. Like...
Okay. But that is wild. Is that really what they believe? Maybe that's why they're going back to huts, dude. They're going back to the past.
I mean, they're not going anywhere.
We have time travelers in Africa.
Yeah. I mean, to taking what she's saying at face value, one, I'd strongly dislike her saying Africa, like all of Africa is the same thing. It's not. There's a huge difference between North Africa to the Horn to West Africa, and I mean everything's sub-Saharan.
That's what you meant by Horn, Cape Horn? Or was that Cape Hope?
No, I believe, if I'm correct, don't hold me to this, but just think of the shape of Africa, top right.
Djibouti?
Like Somalia and all that, I believe is the Horn.
Yeah, Djibouti.
Yeah.
The smallest country in Africa.
Yeah, I'll get all up in it. All up in Djibouti.
What's the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
Bam! What was the smallest country in Africa? Djibouti. Those are jokes I used to make. Anyway, okay. That is wild, dude. That Africans think of time like that. Is that real?
I'd be curious to know the nationality of the scholars who scored.
I think she said Kenya. I think it was like that area is what she was talking about.
Yeah.
But even still, dude, like, I guess because I'm in a Western standpoint, I just cannot make heads or tails of that. That is, like, because for me, it's like math, dude.
No, it's like objectively wrong.
Like,
time is measurable.
Like in 4 dimensions, right? Like in 4 dimensions, supposedly the 4th dimension is time. It's like a time axis because like things happen at certain times. Yeah, time is measurable. Like we have a measure of a second. My friend this week was trying to fuck with me and say that Europeans measure time differently. That they have 100 seconds in a minute, like because it's like the metric system. Obviously, it's a joke.
No, less of a joke. They obviously don't do that right now, but they did that in France during the French Revolution.
Okay, well, you've seen Big Ben. Big Ben is a regular ass clock.
Yeah.
Okay, they invented the clock system. We merely adopted it.
Yeah.
We're Batman. They're what's it called?
The Joker.
No, what's his name?
You want to know how I got this clock?
It was Bane. You were molded by the time. I was born in it. You merely adopted the 24-hour system.
Yeah.
This is my mask, my Bane mask. Anyway, so that's just insane. What the? If that's really how they think about time, it does explain a lot. Because I was thinking about that. Why is Mr. Beast having to raise $12 million for water?
I couldn't think of a more evil thing to do than that.
I mean, I'm just thinking, why don't they just get their own water?
I mean, the water is there.
Shouldn't they just, like, do it themselves to, like, become self-reliant? I don't understand.
Well, you see, they simply had to wait for a well to happen to them. And then boom.
Then the event happened, then time happened.
Yeah. And it's going to be, it's the same thing that happens anytime somebody does something like that. You're going to go back in a year, it's going to be completely dismantled for parts and sold off as scrap. Just because, you know what, we need more than water this very second, money. But, you know, it's
to
like,
buy more water.
Yeah, to qualify, like, I do legitimately believe that what Mr. Beast did was, like, pure evil. I want to qualify that a little bit. Increasing the survivability of a population increases the amount of births that population can support. So it's going to be a hell of more people, and eventually more people than the well could support, even if it doesn't get destroyed. And, I mean, not a notable economic powerhouse, that particular region of Africa. So all these people born into destitution, he's manufacturing famine by population growth. It's nasty work. Shame on you, Jimmy Beast. Shame on you.
And he's the one that couldn't believe that XQC didn't think Madison Beer was hot. Or wouldn't want to date her. What's her name? Pop star.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him.
What's her name? Your favorite pop star right now?
My favorite pop star right now.
Mexican.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Is she Mexican?
Sabrina Carpenter. I don't think she's Mexican.
Anyway, Sabrina Carpenter. That's the one I was thinking of. He said he wouldn't date her. XQC did.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't either. She's like, a lot of her music is very misandrist. I think her new single this summer was literally called Man Eater, and the whole point of it was like...
Man Child.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, same difference. But it's just like... It's good music, it's fun music to listen to, but like, taking it face value, bad luck. Bad luck
Yeah, Jimmy B. Don't.
Yeah.
I think they should be more self-reliant.
Well, they are self-reliant. What else is there other than the present? They're alive at this very moment, aren't they? What can you possibly need more than that?
So true.
Yeah, just gotta appreciate the Zamani, dude. Well, that was, thanks for sticking with us through that 3 minutes. I feel like I learned something, Rare, solid recommend from the Kirk man. Go with Charlie K. Tiny face, but a big brain.
He's overrated, but yeah. He's almost a Ben Shapiro.
Man, oh man.
I still love that bit we did last week. I want to talk about Snow White again. Oh man. Let's talk about Cracker Barrel, dude.
He done took the cracker out of my barrel.
The new CEO lady has made the company lose tons of money by rebranding. The logo for Cracker Barrel has changed after I don't know how many years.
Yeah, since 1968 when Cracker Barrel was started.
And are they getting rid of the rocking chairs outside? Are they getting rid of the checkers? Are they getting rid of the gift shop?
Yeah, I mean, yes, they're doing all of it.
I liked that gift shop, dude. They had cool candies and things. They had cool gifts.
Yeah, so it's easy to jump on the logo change.
That was like a stocking stuffers in there. And then they took out all the like farming equipment and shit on the walls.
They completely redid the insides, and now it looks like every other like depressing ass I call them SSRI interiors, where it's just like the white walls with the muted gray everything. It all looks like a listing on Zillow.
They took out the fireplace. They put a stripper pole. Like it's crazy.
It is. It's just like so you see this in so many. Like, they lost like millions of dollars over this. Their stock price in the toilet. They really ought to be fired. This is like she liquidated so much value for that company. But you see it time and again where people they get put in charge of something and then they're like, who cares about our customer base? Who cares about the fact that we're supposed to deliver a product? Let's make this shit suck. I mean, there's the Disney example of they went out of their way to acquire like two of the biggest IPs angled at the male market, specifically young males. I'm talking Star Wars, I'm talking Marvel.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they needed those things in their portfolio because they had nothing at the time that was, capturing the young male demographic. They're like, we need it. And what did they do? Kathleen Kennedy swoops on it and said, put a chick in it, make it gay. Like,
say how much we hate men.
not that there's anything wrong with either of those two things, but like, you have a thing, it's serving its market well, and somehow people keep thinking it's a good idea. Like,
Well, now Disney's upset that they can't capture young men.
yeah, couldn't care less, buddy. My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich.
Always be gonna be a good meme. Always gonna be a good meme. That's crazy though. Like yeah, they talked about how much men suck, and now it's like, whoa!
Yeah.
Why aren't they watching us anymore?
Yeah, that's a bit of goodwill that you can never win back, honestly. Especially like,
We need a new IP from somewhere that can help out young men, and I'm gonna be the one that writes that movie.
man, I wish you well.
Starring Doug Bennett.
Golly. You won't believe what he says in this one.
Doug Bennett, star Race War. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, Race for Episode 1, he said it.
No, it's Star Race War. You're like telling Klingons to go cling off.
Yeah. The Phantom Boop, Episode 2 is Attack of the Boop. And Episode 3, Revenge of the Boop.
Boop can
Episode 4, A New Boop.
Boop can be anything you want it to be, okay, guys?
Yeah. Episode 5, The Boop Strikes Back.
You're just using Star Wars titles with boop in it.
Episode 6, Return of the Boop.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even
Episode 7, The Boop Awakens.
I'll say I don't even remember what the fucking 7 through 9 were called.
The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and then Rise of Skywalker.
How do you know that? Did you watch those movies a lot?
I mean, I think
I watched them each once.
I've seen Force Awakens I think twice, and I saw Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker once each.
I saw them all once.
Yeah,
Would not recommend to anyone.
I don't know. I mean, it's like if you want to watch it because you're excited about a Star Wars movie, hell no, I wouldn't recommend them. But specifically, The Force Awakens it's a better movie than people give it credit for.
The Force Awakens is just a New Hope all over again.
Yeah,
J.J. Abrams just made the same movie again.
they had so many good ideas in that. Like, you know, let's just do this. Let me be a guy who used to care about Star Wars and like complain about what it could have been. Force Awakens set up a lot of cool stuff, man. Finn was going to be a super cool character. They get him using the lightsaber, and they tease that he might be Force sensitive.
Yeah,
Like,
Lord
this is-
Smoke or Snoke was in there.
Yeah.
He could have been something.
The new Yoda, whatever that little orange lady who ran like a fucking smuggler's den. There could have been cool stuff with that.
I will say, I think it's Rise of Skywalker. Babu Freak, that guy's a cool
Babu
character.
Freak.
Babu Freak was a cool character.
Yeah.
I liked him.
And what else? But no, that's a very interesting concept. Ex-stormtrooper, potentially Force sensitive. What's going on there? That could have been so much more. And then the
There was teased a romance between him and Rey too.
what's the fucking guy's name? Oscar or something. The guy who played Poe Dameron.
Yeah, the pilot.
Yeah, a lot of potential there for a really cool Han Solo, like
I think that's what they were going for.
like a twist on the Han Solo story. Like, what if instead of telling the Alliance to fuck off, what if he actually took the Alliance really seriously and was still a cool smuggler, Captain Pilot guy? That could have been something. I don't know, man. There's just like a lot of potential there.
Wasted potential.
The only good thing to come out of the entire sequel trilogy was the one thing they did good was Kylo Ren, I think. And a lot of that was carried by Adam Driver's acting.
Okay. Okay. We'll go with that. We'll say that's okay.
I mean, just the fact, like, we're talking about memes, bringing memes back into it. An all-timer meme is the I know what I must do, I just don't know if I have the strength to do it.
True.
So,
I will say Kylo Ren was probably the best part of the trilogy. Yeah.
put a little bow on it at the end of the day. I hope you guys are excited because they're just going to keep ruining everything. That seems to be where everybody's head's at these days is, you know what? Star Wars, Marvel, and you know what? Go ahead. Ha! I decrackered your barrel. We're just gonna.
I decrackered your barrel. Welcome to Barrel, where we just have food. Would you like food? Like, I wonder if the menu's the same.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of what they're serving, yeah.
Are we still serving country food, just like not with a country aesthetic?
Whoa, hey, don't say country, man. That's really racist.
What, soul food? What do we want to call it? It's not really soul food. It was just more like country food.
Yeah, it's like Americana, like just middle America.
I feel like it's like Southern, sort of.
I mean, it's also the kind of cooking you get in like the Great Plains. And,
Yeah, I
and
mean, it's like roast beef and gravy.
the corn states. You know what I'm saying?
Steak and eggs. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, this is the only way they can save it. By the way,
Ah, yes.
The
The
only-
Hooters Cracker Barrel.
the only thing that can save any brand, Sydney Sweeney.
That is Sydney Sweeney. Holy shit. Sorry, we just caught her wearing a Cracker Barrel shirt.
Cracker Barrel crap top. You know, if they revamped it into like a Twin Peaks situation,
I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to make it a Twin Peaks.
that win me back. That'd win me back.
Well, then they're going to have to change the name to Cracker Barrels. For the barrels on her chest.
My man.
Doctor! Yeah, baby! We figured out how to save the brand! Stock's price going up! Make me the CEO!
Bing bing wahoo.
Boing boing cocky boing boing.
Yes, dude.
It's funny because I'm not even that horny. like going to Cracker Barrel would just make me upset at this point if it was full of hot women. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, this is not. I just want to eat,
God.
dude. I just want to eat my fucking rainbow trout, bro.
Hot women make me so angry.
I just want fried chicken, bro.
You better not put a bunch of hot women in my DM.
You better not touch me while I'm trying to
Don't-
eat this food.
Don't tag me in photos of beautiful. I would hate that. Ugh.
How dare you guys?
Don't. If you're a hot woman, don't attempt to personally contact. You'd really tick me off. Wow.
You guys trying to rage bait Doug Bennett over here? Stop, dude.
I'm impossible to rage bait.
All of a sudden, you just get an influx of hot women feet pics.
That would be the worst.
That would be the absolute worst.
Unless you want to upset me, nobody do that.
That's like Doug Bennett's personal hell. Don't do that to him.
You know, I say that, but I do want to reiterate: impossible to rage bait. You can't make me mad, because I'm already mad. I'm mad constant, all the time.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. That's not where I thought. I thought you were going to say, actually, I'm a human being that's in control of my emotions, and you can't make me change them.
I mean, sustained rage is a form of control.
If you think about it.
Yeah, if I'm never letting myself calm down, I mean that is a kind of control.
When you put the thoughts to the iron, to the press, you know.
Yeah.
Still, though, the new Cracker Barrel logo, if you haven't seen it, is god-awful. It's literally just the orange sign with Cracker Barrel written in it. It's just so boring and awful.
And what's dumb about it too, and I did see one at home, you know, let me come in here and show you guys how I could have made it better if we're still doing this rebrand. If they had just made the font a little bit bigger so the text actually fills up.
Yeah, because it's so tiny in
It's
there.
it's ridiculous. It's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Golly.
She did Arial font and just like...
Yeah. Couldn't even splurge for the Times New Roman. It's basic shit.
Yeah, not great, honestly. Can we talk about our boy
Yeah.
to finish this out?
Absolutely.
So, personal friend of the show.
Will.
Guy who got mogged by Grok.
I'm just putting it lately.
Will Stancil. The Democratic powerhouse in Minnesota. Our guy.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
Will. He knows black people.
My degree's in Africans.
He knew about that video before we knew about that.
So
Honestly.
true. Yeah. I think that was part of his thesis as well.
Yeah. So what came out
Oh
with
yeah,
Will?
completely vindicated. We covered the a little bit of the mayoral drama surrounding the Democratic nominee for, I think his name was Omar Fateh, but he was the Democratic nominee for the mayor of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Will Stancil raised the alarm. He said, "Hey guys, I don't think we're doing this right. We didn't actually do a vote. We kind of just did a vote by voice, and the Somalis shouted the loudest, and all of a sudden he's the candidate. This doesn't seem very democratic." Well, the state Democratic Party reviewed that process, found out completely.
Yeah, I remember, didn't he go to the convention and he was like, what, everything was just decided right at the end?
Yeah.
Like, we were like, holy shit, Will Stancil actually making sense?
Yeah, very. It's more likely than you think.
And so what happened with that?
Yeah, so the state Democrat board reviewed it, and they were like, "Oh my God, you're right. Nothing about this was the way it was supposed to be." They stripped the nomination from Omar Fateh. So Minneapolis, you're hanging on by a thread.
Big win for Will Stancil.
Yeah, you can't cancel the Stancil.
It turns out if you live tweet, guys, you could make a difference.
Yeah. Hey, shitposting changes the world. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
But he's got my heart. I know he knows Africans better than anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, African Americans, right?
I mean,
Whatever that means.
I was tumbling this over. I think deeply about the demographics of this country and what our country should look like, what it used to look like, what it could look like, or what it looks like right now.
Well, there's no such thing as the future, but yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's time, unless we're talking about specifically...
Time is relative.
Unless we're talking about specifically like Nigerians, Kenyans, actual Africans who moved to America, it's time to retire the phrase African American.
I think that's already
Yeah.
been the case, right? Like, yeah, it does not capture
The native, the heritage population of melanated folk. Those are Black Americans. It's just a label. It's just a descriptor. There's nothing. I'm team. We're done with African American. I wouldn't even use it to describe people like Kenyans or Nigerian. I would say they're Nigerian American, or they're American Nigerians rather. You got to put America first. America only. Oh fuck! No.
It's like American Indians. No, yeah, you said America first.
God damn it!
We have now gotten in trouble with the ADL.
Fuck. No. Now they're gonna have to fly me over there and make me kiss the wall.
Oh, they're gonna do more than that.
Probably.
Who knows what they're gonna make you kiss?
I mean, I could.
I bet they defend Jeffrey.
Imagine.
I bet they defend Jeffrey.
I mean, Jeffrey's big problem was that he didn't get over there in time. One of the craziest news stories this week, and I quit. Like, we walked into it organically. I didn't know if I wanted to bring this up or not.
Oh God.
But so in Nevada, they have a lot of problems with all kinds of sex trafficking. So they also have a lot of law enforcement sting operations. We're like, let's preempt this. Let's get these
Minority Report them.
Let's get these bad actors out of the way. Turns out, this one guy that they tried to get ended up being like some high-level Mossad intelligence guy. They got him dead to rights, knowingly plotting on a 15-year-old girl and being excited about the fact that she was 15 and like, yeah, I'm gonna come to where you are with no condoms, and he was getting really into it. They had him dead to rights. They were ready to bag and tag him. Fucking the Israeli government calls up Donald Trump and he's like, actually, you have to send this guy to us. And so they...
Oh, I heard about that actually. Yeah.
They just scooped him out, like no accountability, no whatever. And apparently, this incident led me into finding out this. It's a very common thing. Like if you have any sort of claim to being in Israel and you happen to be caught up in sex crimes, you can just go hide there. They will hook you the fuck up. There's a lot of known offenders in Tel Aviv.
Not a good look.
So Jeffrey's problem was that he couldn't get there in time. Really, is all I'm saying.
Not a good look.
What can you do?
Not commit sex crimes.
Yeah, one would hope, but that seems to be too much to ask these days.
It really does. You just hear about it all the time now.
All right.
I'm like becoming numb to it, which isn't good.
No.
Because it's such a heinous thing, but it's like, damn, it happens every fucking week.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the numbness comes from the lack of justice. It's like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you hear about these stories and nothing happens to these people.
So it's like, is it even really against the law at this point?
I will say, when it happens locally, it is taken care of usually, which is a good thing. But, like, these, like, people in power that do it, they get away with it so much. And it's like, bro, like, how? Like, we caught you. We know you were going to do it.
Yeah.
We know it happened. Like, stop using your money and influence to get out of it.
How dare you?
Why is Israel letting this happen? I don't understand.
It's, you know what? Maybe it's not for us to understand.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
So
It does not say anywhere in the good book to rape children. It does not say that.
yeah, I mean, last time I checked.
Honestly, it said to protect children, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, Moloch was the bad guy. You sacrificed your kids to Moloch. Don't do that. They said, don't do that.
So, anyway, on that lovely note,
Hooray!
that sunshiny note, while we,
Let's leave you with something positive.
yeah, surely we can do that with some parting shots.
I guess so. We can try. So. Shaboom boom. Shaboom boom boom boom. On Mondays and Tuesdays, guys, you know what to do. You go to twitch.tv/Nacho411. 2v8 is back at Dead by Daylight, and they've got the play while you wait feature, which is controversial apparently, because some people are saying that it is really fucking up queue times and it'd be better without it. I can kind of agree because queue times have gotten longer because of it. But since you can play Survivor games while you're waiting, it's not that bad to me. I don't know. It's a mixed bag for me. I kind of think it's okay because I like playing both, so I don't see a problem with it. But I know like people that are just killer mains are probably like dying on the inside. Like they're doing their chores while waiting for a match.
Right.
For a parting shot, this is weird because this is like stuff we didn't even talk about or whatever. But isekai anime, okay. Even the worst isekai anime gets more views than like a good anime that comes out, and I see no problem with that. I don't understand why people have such a problem with isekai slop. You know, just like dude from our world goes to another world, and then our world doesn't even matter anymore. He just like has like one bit of knowledge that that pertains to the new world.
What if everything that made you a loser in the real world actually made you a king?
Yeah, you just have a great power trip once you get to the other world. I don't see a problem with that. Why can't we just have fun? Why can't we just have a good time in fantasy? Maybe just stop calling it isekai, call it fantasy. You know, that way it's just like, okay, yeah, like we're just having a fantasy story, but the dude is from our world, so that way we can relate to him easier. I don't know. Some people were complaining about it. I saw like a video about it, and I was just like, yeah, I guess it isn't artistically amazing or anything, but like, as long as it's a good fantasy story, who cares? I don't know. I mean, you could make a fantasy story without the isekai element, and it's still good to me too. So, I mean, it doesn't matter, but why are we trashing on it so hard? I don't know.
I mean, I think because a lot of the time it being an isekai doesn't add anything to the narrative at all. Like, so...
Do I question your parting shots?
I'm just saying that I see people talk about this as a point that gets brought up in addition.
No, I know. That's why I just acknowledged that. I was like, yeah, I know sometimes they don't even care about what this life was like before or whatever. There's a lot they do, though. There's a lot that the previous life mattered a lot, and sometimes it matters in a really grotesque way, but even still, I mean, the slop is still solid because it's just fantasy, and fantasy's fun. Having a power trip is a good time. I don't know, man.
I mean,
you know, we can't all be Kirito, but
yeah, I mean, people they used to make the same complaint about network television, like how many cop procedural shows can a market sustain?
Oh, like NCIS.
Turns out a lot of them.
Law and Order, yeah.
Yeah, another, that's law slop, not fantasy slop, but people they think they want variety. Like you said, the view counts don't show that.
View counts show that isekai is top of the charts.
Either way, it is, yeah, good point. I like that. Anyway.
Other people enjoy what they want to enjoy, that's what I'm saying.
Roll Tide. Over here, you already know, it's your boy, Doug B. Enough said. For a parting shot, I want to tickle your fancy. I want you to dream a little bit.
Please don't tickle it.
I'm gonna tickle it. I mean, it's better than what? Sure. If I'm not tickling, I might fondle or grope. So
don't do that either.
Between those three options, I think you're gonna prefer the tickle. Anyway, that didn't make me sound like a creep at all. Now, what I want you to do, consider this. You don't have to. Maybe you just think about this. But Donald Duck was onto something. So maybe try Donald Ducking it this week, just a little bit.
I saw your tweet about that. I call it Winnie the Poohing it, but yeah.
Well, okay, Winnie the Pooh in it is if you let your bits hang out while you're just in a shirt. Donald Duck in it is, you move your bits around so they're not as exposed. Neither of them are exposed. They're children cartoons, but if y'all don't know if you knew this about duck penises, they retract into the duck and then they spring out in a corkscrew shape because a duck vagina is a fucking labyrinthian maze.
Right, which is weird because birds just use cloacas anyway, so I don't understand why ducks have penises, but yeah.
I think ducks are unique in that regard. But anyway, this is not a tip about ducks and duck sex.
Yeah, we ain't talking about people being addicted to quack.
It's me co-signing and recommending that you Donald Duck it a little bit from time to time. It's so liberating. Oh my God, it's amazing. Try it out, or think about trying it out. Really, you can get all the benefit from just imagining it, but if you really want to take it the extra mile, just do it. Anyway, enough said. So you can do that or not. Who fucking cares? But you do got to do what you always got to do, which is carry water, chop wood, and most importantly,
Choo choo shiose.